curiosity before his title bout against Evander Holyfield. But afterwards, George had people believing.
George Foreman came, he saw, he conquered.
It was the biggest bout of 1991. Evander Holyfield, current heavyweight champion of the world, against the 42-year-old former champion George Foreman in what was dubbed the Battle of the Ages.
Jim, I see this as a fight between George Foreman's 70s Cadillac and Evander Holyfield's 90s Corvette. If they collide, maybe the Cadillac can smash him up. But if it's a contest of quickness and youth, the Corvette has all the advantage.
Early in the fight, Holyfield seized the advantage and didn't let up.
The left and a right, and Foreman's in serious trouble. Bell may save him in this round.
When it boils down to the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th round, the rugged man, the outdoorsman, the fellow with the hatchet and the axe in his hand, he's going to be the one. That's what it was all about. Who's the toughest guy in the world?
It was in the 7th round that both fighters staked their claims to the title of toughest guy in the world. First it was Foreman, who punished Holyfield with several blows to the head. But Evander stood tall.
I said, here's this man thinks he can beat me. Come on, I'll fight him.
And fight him he did.
This left to the ribs and a left to the jaw, and turns things around again. Another left hook and a right. Will George go down?
At least as far as this fight is concerned.
A solid right hand has stunned George Foreman. He can't be saved by the bell. He can't be saved by the bell, but he isn't going to go down on.
Having taken Foreman's best shots and fighting with authority all the way, Evander Holyfield retained his title. But in losing a decision, George Foreman became a folk hero.
Great fight, George. Great fight. Great fight. Great opportunity. Absolutely. Great fight, baby. Great fight.
While Foreman went back to Texas to ponder his fighting future, all eyes turned to Mike Tyson, who was finally given a contractual chance to fight Holyfield and regain his title. But 3 weeks before the scheduled November bout, Tyson backed out with a rib injury. What remained for Mike was unquestionably the most important fight of his life, defending himself in Indianapolis against rape charges stemming from an incident with a beauty pageant contestant. Without Tyson, Holyfield settled for a hometown fight in Atlanta against Bert Cooper, a little-known fighter who hoped to emulate a better-known movie star.
And it's for the championship of the world. It's a big shot for you. Fight like a champ. Okay, give me credit. Good luck.
I'm going to give him Rocky. That's
all right, my man. All right, good. Thanks, right.
Incredibly, Bert Cooper almost did give them Rocky, knocking the champion around the ring in a memorable 3rd round.
Holyfield wobbles in the corner. The champion in trouble. Cooper backs away. Holyfield almost goes down. Mills Lane's going to call it a knockdown and give him the count. Evander Holyfield floored in the 3rd round by Bert Cooper. Another right hand lands flush.
There's that sneaky right hand, Jim.
Holyfield in serious trouble.
And he's overworking that right hand.
A long way to go. Holyfield almost went down again.
Holyfield and Cooper may have punched himself out a little bit with that flurry.
Oh, what a right hand by Holyfield. And now it's Cooper who is standing stock still. Oh, what a sensational right cross Holyfield landed to start this rally. But Bert Cooper won't go down.
Finally, in the 7th round, Holyfield showed the true mark of a champion.
This could be it now.
Only 15 seconds to go in the round. Not much time for Evander. Cooper staying right there. Target practice, but he's not going to get him. I don't think he's going to get him. Mills Lane has seen enough. Mills Lane stops the fight.
Holyfield.
In 1991, Evander Holyfield defended his title twice. But with Mike Tyson's future in doubt, at year's end, it was unclear whether the former champion or George Foreman, another former champ, would present the biggest threat to Holyfield's reign in the coming years.
What can you say about the 1991 baseball season? A year not one but two teams went from last to first in a single season, and half the managers lost their jobs. A year when Rickey Henderson became baseball's all-time stolen base leader, the same day Nolan Ryan threw an unprecedented 7th no-hitter. A year that saw the Expos' Dennis Martinez topping even Nolan the day he achieved perfection. A year when congratulations also went to Detroit's Cecil Fielder, who led the majors in RBIs and tied Oakland's Jose Canseco with 44 homers. But it was Cal Ripken Jr. of the Orioles who was named the American League's MVP in a year when none of those players were around when the playoffs began. While the Minnesota Twins thrived in the first championship series played entirely indoors, the Toronto Blue Jays stumbled badly at home. The series' key moment came in the 10th inning of Game 3 when Minnesota's Mike Pagliarulo won the game with a homer. From there, the Twins went on to sweep the Jays in Skydome as Minnesota won in 5. In the National League Championship Series, the Pittsburgh Pirates and Atlanta Braves played a memorable 7 games, with momentum swinging back and forth several times. Atlanta went up 2 games to 1, but Pittsburgh was able to take the next 2 in Atlanta and headed home needing just 1 win to wrap up the series. It was a win that never came. On his way towards being named the series MVP, 21-year-old Steve Avery matched his Game 2 performance by shutting out the Pirates for 8 innings of Game 6, enabling Atlanta to come away with a harrowing 1-0 win. The next night, the Braves jumped out to a 3-run lead in the top of the first, more than enough for Atlanta pitcher John Smoltz, as the Braves shut out the Pirates again and joined the Twins in the World Series. In what turned out to be a gripping week of baseball between two teams that had been less than gripping in the recent past, the worst of first World Series began innocently enough with the Twins winning both games in front of their Homer Hanky-waving fans in the Metrodome. Minnesota took the opener 5-2 thanks to a Greg Gagne homer, but it was a defensive play at the plate by one of the Braves that stood head and shoulders above the rest.
I knew we were going to have some kind of collision, and I tried to brace myself as much as possible. And fortunately, Dan's cleats got caught in my mitt, and I thought it was a good time to go into a handstand and might get a chance to get in Sports-Ill, and here I did. So at least I got a chance to be on the cover of Sports-Ill.
Another defensive play in Minnesota's 3-2 win in Game 2 might have looked better on the cover of a wrestling magazine. It happened in the 3rd inning with the Braves trailing 2-1 and threatening to tie the game.
Holding at first and coming off the bag is Ron Gant. And he is furious. The first base umpire from the...
Although Ron Gant appeared to be anchored on the first base bag, Twins first baseman Ken Herbeck gently pried him loose.
I thought it was a heck of a play by myself. Anyway, I have to pat myself on the back because I kept my glove on the guy's foot. I don't keep my glove on the guy's foot. His foot comes off, he puts it back on, he's safe. I kept my glove on his foot. He came off the bag. He's out.
The feeling wasn't mutual, but in front of their tomahawking hometown crowd in Game 3, the Braves came charging back, beginning with a stirring 12-inning marathon that ended with an unlikely hero, second baseman Mark Lemke.
Base hit. Here comes Gladden Stowe. Here comes Justice. He scores. And the Braves win it. Their first victory of the World Series.
The next night, the action around home plate was even more stimulating. Going into the 9th inning of a 2-2 tie, the Braves had Lemke on third with only 1 out.
Right field. Here's the catch by Mack. Here's the throw by Mack. Here's Lemke. He is safe. And the Braves have scored to tie it up. 2 games apiece.
Game 5 saw the series only romp. The Braves pounded the Twins 14-5, giving Atlanta a 3-2 lead and setting the stage for the first of 2 memorable games at the Metrodome.
Right before the game, I told the guys, I said, hey guys, hang on. I'm going to carry us today. I'm going to lead us in Game 6 to make sure we get to Game 7. If somebody's got to step up, I'm going to be the one that steps up today and carries us.
On this night, at least, Kirby Puckett proved to be a prophet, not only figuring in all 4 of the Twins' runs, but taking some away from the Braves as well.
At the wall, leaps in the air and makes the catch.
When he hit it, I knew it wasn't out. I mean, believe me, I've seen a lot of them go out of this ballpark. But I just knew that somehow, I said, that ball's not getting out of here. I said, if it's not getting out of here, I'm going to catch it.
Puckett saved his biggest moment for the bottom of the 11th. With the game tied, the Braves sent Charlie Leibrandt to the mound.